Hello everybody. Today we are going to learn how to install IntelliJ IDEA, and we will also write our first Java program as well as our first Gradle configuration. We will be using Gradle for our Selenium or web application and API test applications. So let's get started. First we need to install our IntelliJ IDEA. For that we go on Google and type like download the IntelliJ IDE. The first link, which is for jetbrains.com, please do go to this https jetbrains.com. Do not go to any other sites. So here, if you go here, you get two options. One is ultimate, one is community. For my personal use, I will use the community because I do not have the key for the ultimate. The ultimate comes with some time of free trial, but after then it will not work on your system. You need to purchase IntelliJ IDEA. They have extensive features in ultimate, but for now we will use the community because this is free open source. So let's get this download, and it started downloading. It takes a little while. Okay, so my IntelliJ IDEA EXE's download is complete. So let's start installing. Once you double click, you receive a security pop-up. I did yes. Then next. You can choose your folder. I'll leave whatever it suggests me to. Then do this next. My desktop is 64, so I would like to create a shortcut. Also, I would want the path variable on my environment variable to be set by the installation process of IntelliJ, so I keep this checked. In this case, if you want manually to set up the path variable, you can keep it unchecked, and if you check it, then make sure that you restart your computer. So let's install. I'll leave the JetBrains everything here as it is, and it starts installing. I'll pause the video for a while so that it completes. I have resumed my video. Now, since my installation is complete, it wants me to reboot. It asks me to reboot now because I marked my path variable to be updated by IntelliJ, or if I can do it manually later. So I would go for reboot now so that I can start working on it. Okay, so the extraction of Gradle file has been completed. So the next step is very simple. We go into the Gradle folder, Gradle 5.5, and then bin. Copy this folder location and set the path variable. So we go to properties, this PC properties, and go to environment variable. In this you see this path variable. Just edit it and add a new entry in this. Just call it new. This. Okay. So we are done with the Gradle installation. We can check if our Gradle installation has been completed or not by going to command prompt and just type Gradle -b, which is the version. So here it is. It shows you that the Gradle version, what it recognizes is 5.5. So we have successfully installed our Gradle. Why there might be a question like, I could have used Maven, why I use Gradle? Well, yes, I have used Maven in my career for like most of my career path, and I've used Ivy as well, but I like Gradle because it's simpler. It doesn't have any POM file or XML file to be maintained just in case of Maven, and the build file what it generates are very light as well. So it's just one file, build.gradle, that you have to maintain. So let's open up our IntelliJ IDEA. And here it is. Let me close this file explorer. It's opening up. Let's create a new project this time. I'm going to create a simple Java project. I'm not going to start with Gradle now. Let's create a Hello World project. So the Java project, make sure you have JDK installed on your system, the Java version. Click next. I just want a Java Hello World, and it just shows you what kind of project you would have. You can either check and then get this Java Hello World. I'm not going to check any of them. You can give a name to your project, sample sample project, and it shows you where the workspace is going to be created. Finish. Okay. This is like IntelliJ shows you the tips on how the shortcut tips, what you can do. For now, I'll close it. View to project. So if you do this, you see the project window on the left hand side. You can minimize using this, maximize again. So the sample project is ready here. The source folder is ready. Let's create our main class, Java. Let's call it test runner. Now this is our simple Java class wherein no attached. Okay. So here it shows you as the pop-up that no idea annotations attached to this JDK. Some issues will not be found. Okay, that's attach annotations. So the good thing with IntelliJ, it's like it gives you some events, it gives you pop-ups, whatever is needed, and just you click and it's done. So see, the pop-up is gone for the touch annotations. Now I do this, I write the first function, public static void main, and this is my main function, args, and simply writing system.out.println hello there. This is done. Now let's try running it. So in order to run a main function, you simply have to do a right click here, and you see this, the option run test runner, your class name and the function main is being shown here. In case you don't see this option, you can anytime go to the configuration, it is on the run, edit configuration, and you would see if this is blank, then just add this will all be blank. Add your class name, the test runner, the class which contains the main function. Add your class name and your project directory and simply hit OK. You should see that when you come here, you should see that your class will be shown as like this, like I have test runner here in my configuration. Now, or else simply hit right click and do test runner.main. When I run this, it starts executing, and here on my terminal I have the output. So this was like our first sample program that we just wrote for hello there. And now let's go ahead and do our Gradle in the Gradle project. So let's create a new project. Here project, and I'm going to use Gradle this time. The coding that I'm going to do is in Java. I can also, Gradle uses Java, uses this Groovy as well. I do code in Groovy, so I can use Groovy as well. Next is your group ID, which you can put as test automation. Artifact ID is just test. You can decide what you want to put. And the Gradle JVM should be selected to, it should be by default selected to your JDK path. It's in case it's not selected, then make sure you select it from the drop down which JDK you want to use. You can use Java Home or keep it this, or 1.8, any of them. I'm going to use this. Next, this is your project name. It decides I'm going to call it automate your test. Okay, finish. It's going to create a new project, so it asks for a pop-up like which window would you like to open. I say open it on a new window. Now since this being Gradle, it starts syncing up and recognizing that you are, this takes a little while, some milliseconds. Okay, so here is this, my Gradle project is ready, fresh new project. And it, since this is a build tool, it has two folders, the main and the test. I included Groovy as well as Java, so hence it has created Groovy file and the Java folder file and the resources file for both main and test. This is my build Gradle. That's what I was talking about. The build Gradle is very simple to, and you just have, if you want to add any dependencies, you just have to add here, and it's very simple to maintain. For example, let's go ahead and add Selenium Gradle dependency. So here I have this option. So now I'm going to copy this and put it into the Gradle file, the build.gradle file. So copy, and our project, open up the build.gradle. Under the dependencies section, you have to put this. After you add any new dependencies to the Gradle file, what we have to do is, you see this option Gradle here and this refresh option. So just refresh it, it will install all the required dependencies needed. So it's done. You can try this option as well for doing CLS. This is like a terminal. So come to the terminal and just do Gradle clean. Cleaning is always good because it cleans the output files in the Gradle directory that you had generated, the temporary output files. Now once the Gradle clean is done, make a Gradle build. So it will build the Gradle will be built with the new dependencies now. So here it is successful. So now you have the Selenium libraries added to your files in this, in the external libraries. So you can try, I can show you by trying, like writing a simple program, importing the files. So if I just create a new Java class, test class, this is just a sample one to show that I have the Selenium installed, Selenium libraries installed in this. So we simply have to, I can test it by simply writing, if I write web element, see the option org.openka.selenium. If I highlight this, here the import statement of org.openka.selenium, it shows that it is able to identify the web element class, which belongs to the Selenium libraries. So this is the way we always enter any new things, any new libraries you want, you can enter it here, and every open source or any source document has their dependencies for Gradle as well. So you see, Gradle is so simple that we just have to enter it here and then refresh and we are done. So we can start using the libraries that we just got the dependencies for. So thank you so much. If in case you hope this was very helpful to you, and in case you like my video, then please like, subscribe and share. I'll be back soon with my another tutorial. Thank you for then. Till then.